Well, first of all, you have to tip your hat to CSU Pueblo. The way they shot the ball in the first half was incredible. You know, it's not like we were out there not trying to stop them. I thought Coach Turner had a good game plan. They stuck to their strengths. They broke us down in the first half, and they're pretty good at finding the extra guy, you know, when we help. Again, all the credit to them. They competed really tough tonight, and they made it very difficult for us. So, you know, praise to them. Moving forward from that statement, I thought our guys kept their poise. It was a hard night to score in many parts of the game. It was really difficult to score. We missed some shots that normally, you know, around the rim we make. And, you know, in situations like that, the only thing you got to fall back on is your defense. And I thought that our defense was a constant, and we were even better in the second half. Just giving them 25 points, that's a heck of a half of defense. But the experience of our guys and the poise, just to continue to go with the game plan and hope that some shots start falling. And they did a great job of that.
Coach, in the matchup a couple weeks ago, you guys won by 25. You shot 50% from the floor, 53% from three. Offensively, what was the difference in tonight's game, especially in the first half?
Well, first of all, I think when you beat a team bad, you know, good coaches make adjustments. You know, so you have to give them credit on that. You know, you know, tonight you're going to have games like that. I can't explain it because I thought we got pretty decent looks in the first half, to be honest with you. And sometimes when you start missing shots that you normally make, it blocks you, you know, in a sense. But, you know, again, I've always preached from day one that those days are going to come, where you have those droughts. The one thing you can't do is let it affect your defense, though, because that's where you get yourself in big trouble. To be honest with you, when they go 7 for 13 in the first half, you typically probably expect to be down more than 5, you know, especially when we shot, what, 40% the first half. So to me, the glass was half full, even though, and we tried to just clean some things up at halftime.
So was it a change of game plan in the second half, or was it more about just going back to basics for you guys after trailing at halftime? Pueblo was coming into this game 16-0 and leading at the half, but you guys
Yeah.
didn't get the big.
Yeah, we didn't have those stats at halftime that they're 16-0. So the game of basketball is 2 halves. You know, you got to play 2 halves. It was really just some simple stuff. Like you said, we didn't change the game plan. We just had to clean up a couple things. One, we were getting beat off the dribble, you know, and we were helping, and then they were kicking the shooters. So one, we tried to guard the ball a little bit better in the second half, and then we played a little bit more zone in the second half. I played it in the first half because Nick got his second foul, and I had to play him on 2 fouls in the first half. And it was just about staying matched up in the zone and not overcommitting and sinking because, again, they got shooters all over the place. And I thought we did a really good job of being able to challenge those 3-point shots in the second half.
Mitch, when you guys went up 39-38 on Will's bucket, did you feel like that was kind of a turning point in the game to finally break that threshold of trailing for the whole game? It seemed like the event center really got going after that, and you guys went on a run.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's great when some of our guys that, you know, work their butt off down the other end, like Will gets a big bucket like that. You know, it was a good finish by him. And we were looking as a team from momentum kind of play where we could, you know, get up defensively, you know, up the floor. And I think you're right. You know, not just our team, but the crowd felt like that was a time where it was a good bucket and it was a chance for us to make a run.
Coach, just like last year, you had UCCS again in the RMAC championship. You're watching them earlier against Adams State. What are your thoughts on tomorrow?
They're a talented team. They're very good. You know, they're in this position. You don't make it to the RMAC final if you're not good. You know, there's no, that's the way it's supposed to happen. You know, we matched up with them again. I think we can do some things better than we did the first game. To be honest with you, we can make some adjustments. They will too. You know, but to be honest with you, I was quietly hoping for this game because it's good for Colorado. You know, a lot of Colorado people get to come out and watch 2 Colorado teams play, you know, 2 kind of local teams. And so, you know, it just adds to the festivity and the environment in the gym. You know, I want the biggest game that we could possibly play. And to me, that's probably the biggest game we can play, given the history of the last 3 or 4 games. You know, but it's going to be a tremendous challenge. They have great players. They're well coached with Coach Culver. And so, you know, we have to figure out a way to see if we can be up 1 at the buzzer.
Mitch, you won RMAC player of the year. Obviously, one of the other players in contention. You're facing off with tomorrow and Derrick. Just talk about what you got to do defensively on tomorrow.
I think we need to, like Coach said, we need to make some adjustments from last time. We defended him pretty well, especially in the first half, but we let some other guys loose, especially earlier in the game. So we've just got to take away open shots and, make sure they can contest it and stop their transition.
Nick, what's the biggest challenge you face going in playing UCCS again in a short time period, and kind of what you're looking forward to in that game, in your own play?
I think the challenge is just coming up against another great team. UCCS is a great team, and every game we've played against them this season has been tight all the way through to the end. So I think we just need to come in, and as it all starts with our defense, we need to get stops early and build from there. I think it's going to be a huge team effort. So everyone needs to be on the same page, and we all need to have a great game for us to get the win.
Coach, with the opponent out of minor this tournament, obviously you have a chance to win your guys' third straight RMAC championship. You have the momentum of winning the RMAC championship and going into the NCAA tournament. You can have that again this year. What does it mean for you guys' chances moving past tomorrow?
Well, it's incredibly important. It's important because we got some guys to my right and left. They're trying to leave a legacy behind. They've already left a legacy behind. Let's get that straight. But, an opportunity to win 3 straight, RMAC conference titles, I mean, that's something that not many guys have done here. It has been done before. But that's important, and I'd be kidding you if I said it wasn't, And I want this for these guys so they can put that on their resume before they move out of here, And anything we can do to enhance their legacy, we want to do, And I'm all about seniors. I'm all about 5 seniors, making sure that they get that opportunity. We put ourselves in a great position to do that, and you get this deep into the season, you get to a conference final. You got to throw everything out there. It sounds like a cliche, but it is. It really, we talk about every possession a lot, So I want it very badly for these guys, to get that done.
Coach, we talk about it a lot when we're doing the broadcast on the Metro State Broadcast Network about, obviously, Mitch and Nick are big stars on this team, but you guys have been looking for that, we talk about a third player all the time, but it's really become the rest of the squad really that has contributed. Rayer hitting that big shot last weekend against UCCS, and players like Sam Porter as well, Bunama Keita getting in there, and Will Sinclair as well stepping up. So do you think that this team is starting to come together at the right time now?
Yeah, I think it's been happening for probably about the last 5 or 6 weeks. It's just been a slow process, though. But I think you're exactly right. We don't have a definitive third guy, but what we do have, we probably have about 3 or 4 or 5 third guys. A combination of those guys. Look, these guys, they typically perform at a high level every night, Mitch and Nick, and it's hard on them, but that's their job, is to carry us, just keep us afloat. But what I really like and the personality of this team is, look, the game broke tonight because Sammy Porter made a 3, and then Eric came right back with a 3. So, those guys, they're doing a great job of playing their roles, And although we don't have that definitive third guy, hey, we got a lot of, like you said, you just named a lot of names, and you're exactly right. I feel good about anybody coming off our bench on any given night and being the guy. That's the X factor, you know what I mean? And sometimes our 5 men, Bunama and Will, it's not flashy what they do, but they're helping us win, though. Willie gets a big offensive rebound, and, those plays, they've been manufactured over and over with these role guys, And like I said, about the last 6 weeks, we just continue to get more comfortable and more comfortable. And those are the guys that are going to decide the games at the end of the day, And so good for those guys.
And Mitch, you heard right there from the coach. Obviously, in the past 5, 6 weeks, the narrative's kind of almost become cliche that the role players have been stepping up so frequently recently. What does that mean for your team when everyone's clicking on all cylinders, not having the RMAC championship and then NCAA afterwards?
We've known all season that we have a lot of guys that can play, and that's shown in every day in practice. There's guys that play the scout team and they kill us. And
this morning, holy smokes.
It sets coach off, but we seriously, it's very clear. That we have a lot of guys who can shoot the ball, a lot of guys who you can play and plug into spots during the game. And as you said, they've really stepped up. Guys like Eric, Deshaun, and Obi have had, Sammy have had some great weeks and some great games for us.
And real quick, for Nick and both Nick and Mitch, you guys are seniors. I kind of want to get your take on you're heading into your last season under Coach Clark for one final battle for the RMAC and the NCAAs. Just talk about Coach a little bit. I'm kind of curious on your thoughts on what he's been to in your career.
They're like, thank God it's over. We're getting close.
No, yeah, I'm extremely grateful for everything Coach has done. You know, I really can't say that enough. And not just on the floor and off the floor. You know, he's in our corner and he's got our back, and we know that. And I have a really good relationship with Coach, and I'm extremely thankful for that.
I have to agree. Coming here from a freshman, you don't know what to expect, and he's had you back since day one, and he still does every day at practice. When things aren't going right, he's always there for you. So it shows on the court and off the court that we're a close team, and he's the head of it. He leads us all and keeps that chemistry close, and couldn't ask for a better coach.